And it says we are live. Let's check. We might be live. I think we're live. Yes, we are. Awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. Ace here. Welcome to the live stream. And today we are going to be having a look at Forgotten Hope Secret Weapon. The expansion pack mod for Forgotten Hope, which itself is a mod for Battlefield 1942. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump right in, because they have recently added some limited single-player support. And I do mean limited. But before we actually get started proper, I do need to check to make sure that the live stream is at the proper volume. So let me know what you guys think. If it's too loud, I can turn it down. If it's not loud enough, I can turn it up. But yeah. Anyways, the good news is, though, that once we get into the game itself, the resolution should be perfectly fine, because it is running. I have set the game to run in a proper full 1080. But yeah, let me actually check real quick what OBS is saying. It's saying that it is a little bit on the loud side, so I will turn it down a little bit. How's that? I think that should be good. Alright. So you guys seem to be rather quiet so far. Let me just double check, make sure my controls are where they need to be. Yep, good. Actually, no, not good, because that should be... There we go. There we are. That should do it. Apparently, I haven't had this thing in a while, so... Let's go ahead and actually give this a shot. We'll play Allied, and we will start off with Eastern Blitz. Blade Charge says hi. Hey, Blade Charge. It does take a little while for these maps to load up. Fortunately, I do have the 4 GB patch, so it should take less time than normal. And also, the 4 GB patch is kind of necessary for, well, some of the stuff in this mod. Blade Charge says the screen is on the left top and not full screen. Never mind. Yep. Yeah, the game, like I said, it's the menu that's running on an 800 by 600 resolution, but the game itself runs... Well, I'm running the game in proper 1080, so we should be good. Alright, so we can pick, for the good news is that a good chunk of the kits, or some of the kits, do actually have horse spawning that we can use. However, for now, I'm going to pick Engineer and try to get myself a decent tank. Let's see, what do we have? It looks like we have a 7 TP, or a 14 TP, even better. So this is the Polish experimental medium-ish tank, or medium tank during the war, so it's a 14-tonner, as you can probably tell by the name. So it is a little on the light side for a medium tank, but it is actually should be more than capable of wrecking the ever-living daylights out of most of the stuff the Germans are going to be throwing our way anyways. Alright. We'll take the center point there, and then we'll try capping the 2 flags that the Germans are going to be taking or so. What's this? Friendlies? Okay. Blade Charge says, I just played this in World of Tanks. Alright. How is it in that game, out of curiosity? Also, a flag that we will probably, that does tend to really affect this match is the northern flag, but if we take all the south, we should be fine. We've just denied them that, so we can hopefully take this flag before they move in. I do have a tank. Alright, we have the flag. Perfect. Now we can... Oop, another truck. They have captured our TKS. And it is shooting at us. It's down. Alright. Playchart says, I don't think it's high tier, maybe low. If I recall, it's a bit fast for a medium tank. In that tier, that is just going off pure memory. Alright. So we now have that flag. We can deny the Germans this flag, and that should hopefully start the bleed. Unfortunately, the Germans are likely going to take the flag in the north first, which they usually do, and that typically causes bleed on us as well. Sometimes the balance in this game, in these particular maps, can be a little bit wonky, so... because it is entirely possible for both sides to be actively bleeding each other. Ooh. Looks like a German tank of some description. Don't know what he was driving, but it's dead. Probably either a Panzer 38 or a Panzer 3, judging from the type of... from the fact that he was using a 37. Panzer 2 there. We'll cap this, and then we will go for the final point, which is in there. Someone named Walter Behrens is really messing us up. We've got the bleed on him. Alright, let's try taking this final point here. Hopefully... Ooh, Germans. And this guy's got an anti-tank rifle, but he's down. Good. Oh, they captured one of our tanks. Trying to cap this point here. That's a problem. No, you don't. He's down. Bleed is on again. I guess we'll just wait for reinforcements, and then at that point... or we could just make a run for it. I think we're going to go ahead and try making a gap at it. And they capped it again. Okay. Yep, definitely going to stay. They didn't... yeah, and they even retook it back. Hello there. So you're the one that's responsible. Gotcha. Alright. Good news is it looks like the Germans are not really focused much on the north there, so that is good news for us. JC says, hello Ace, what map are you playing? I am playing Eastern Blitz, which is a 1939 map. I am playing as the Polish versus the Germans. The Poles have just took the northern flag, which is actually surprisingly rare. And it means that we've pretty much taken... we've got the initiative. All we need to do is just hold these flags and we're pretty much golden. Alright, I don't think there's going to be much reinforcements anytime soon, so we might as well make the most of it by capping this position over here. Unfortunately, ooh, that's a Panzer 38. He's down. It looks like they might have grabbed another tank too as well, so that could be a problem. Alright, so I know this is a two-seater, so I'll let the guy in. Good, he's going to keep hold of that. So I'm just going to repair my tank. Blade charge says, oh, alright. Let's see what we've got in here. I know there's actually usually some kits in this particular flag as well, including an artillery strike kit as well. Or no, an airstrike kit where you can fly the... They have taken the northern flag, but it does not matter right now because we've taken this one. Let's see, is there anything here of note? Here we go, an actual proper airstrike kit. Now you do have to use this outside because the airstrike radio is actually tied to the ground. Ooh, that's a German. It also is side-specific, so it might be that I'll have to wait for the Polish version to respawn. JC says, oh, I played this one in FH. You kind of have to constantly move to different capture points a little bit. I do like this particular map in particular. There are a few in FHSW that are not that well done, unfortunately. One of the ones that comes to mind... We might actually have to cover a few just to show you some of the weirder weapons this mod offers. But it is, by the way, I should mention again, this is a limited single-player support mod. So apparently there's an explosive satchel charge kit there I can pick up, which is basically just the engineer kit without a wrench. Okay. Yeah, that hasn't respawned yet, that's fine. I think that'll give us access to the Polish dive bomber, which I think is exclusive to this mod when it does respawn. However, now that we have... We're going to let the guy drive it, sitting in the tank have the tank and just use a different tank here. I wonder if I can actually get the little tankette. Actually, let's just use one of the trucks here and see if we can find ourselves a little tankette we can drive around in. Because we did see the Germans capture and use one of ours. And this is what passes for the transport for the Poles. It's an artillery tractor of some sort. Basically a converted tank that's been made into an APC. Although we can deploy some goodies in the form of machine guns from it. So that's always nice. Yeah, this mod, by the way, does have towed artillery and things like that. In fact, apparently the Japanese have access to horse-drawn artillery as well. So the Germans have captured our tankette again. And they are shooting at me. And we've captured the northern point, so this map is going to be pretty easy to do. Okay, so he does... Hello there. Run away, run away, run away. Okay, so it looks like there is another tankette over there. Anyways, let's see. What else do I have any way to resupply up here? Maybe. I know one of the tricks that some people... Oh. Well, that's one way to resupply. Yeah, this game can be a little bit buggy at times. It doesn't help that we're playing on a mod, so... Or that the game is running on an operating system that is a decade or two newer than it, or a decade newer than it, but I digress. Ah, well. We do, however, this does give me an opportunity to show off the horse cavalry and how it works. So you do have basically a pocket horse with the poles. That's one of their special abilities, and it allows you to do this. So there's our little Polish tankette over there. Sounds like a German plane. Yep, it's a Stuka. And we just shot at it. 2 hits. The AI is a little bit wonky. This is their first attempt to really do anything with the AI in this mod. So that is kind of a bit of an issue, so... The AI usually is actually a bigger threat than this in the base game. I will say that. Anyways, so let's see. Ooh, a German armored car there from the looks of it. Is it still alive? Yes, it is. Let's outturn it and try taking it out, shall we? They have taken a point. It is the northern point. So he's ignoring us to try to go after the infantry. It looks like I just traded up. Yes, please. So they have taken this point, but that's fine because we have our little armored car we're going to wreck them with. Oh, it looks like we can pick up a tankette from here. And it looks like we're getting shot at by something. It looks like it's a Panzer III. That is a problem. He's down. Let's fall back and get that tankette. Chat has disconnected. Sorry, guys. I'll see if there's any new updates as soon as it reconnects. There she is. This is the MG version, I think. Yes. Now, I've heard this thing is actually so small, like you can. A lot of people apparently use it to hide in buildings and give enemy players a really rude awakening. That is an enemy tankette. Unfortunately, the player that's using it does not know how to use the tankette, so we will fix that. Alright, so we should actually be reconnected. I'm going to refresh so I can check the chat. Is it small enough to fit through this door? Not, well, maybe. Not quite. Okay. Worth a shot. Ooh, that's an enemy tank. Hello there, little tank. Goodbye, little tank. Alright, and we've just about got it with this particular map. Blade Charge says, rat-a-tat. JC says, TKS is a cute dead machine with 20 mil can. Yeah, this thing is actually really, the TKS 20 mil is actually genuinely deadly. Ibram Gant says, everyone's all gangsta until the Polish start charging tank with lances. Alright, so, yeah, as you can tell, the victory screen is... They just copied the text from another battle, which is unfortunate, but hey. The mod was never really meant for single player, so... But that was a fun little fight. Alright, so let's see what else we've got. do something. Crete. We'll actually try this one as the Germans, maybe? Yeah, we'll go ahead and give the Germans a shot. But yeah, that was a fun start, Eastern Blitz. That's a pretty good map. I like it. I also like Crete as well. Crete is obviously going to be an airborne style map, which is fine. But, yeah. Alright, we will acquire our... We'll go for close quarter with smoke. Can I get in one of these? Nope, not that one. I guess I'll just have to wait for the next plane. That's okay. These things usually respawn pretty quickly. I could pick up sniper kit if I want, but... JC says, oh, Crete is fun, particularly hard to win as the Germans. Yeah. So the planes should... Oh. Nope, not that one either. I guess I'll have to wait for the next plane to spawn. Or I could wait for... I think they are spawn on, so you could, in theory, spawn on one of these bad boys. Already has a crew, so that's fine. Now, I do have a parachute, so as soon as... Which, that's not actually a guarantee in this game. A lot of kits in FH do not actually come equipped with parachutes. Alright, so if I don't get a new plane in the next 10 seconds, we'll say, I'll just respawn on the plane that's over there. Alright, so let's go... Oh, looks like they flew off the map or something. That's unfortunate. Come on, let me on board, let me on board, let me on board. Yeah, I picked the wrong spawn. You're right about that. I'll just wait for us to have an opening. It looks like the good news is we've already grade one of their flags and can probably do another one as well. There. James Knighton says, ah, the MP40, you can't beat the classics. No, you can't. Alright, so we do have the airfield, it looks like, which is good. We've got that flag. It looks like the flag on the west there is going to be graded soon as well. Yep, so that leaves... That's 2 flags already for us, so let's go ahead and take this flag. Already Englisher. And he shot one of our guys as he was falling to the ground. Not very sporting of you, old chap. I am, however, getting shot at. Ooh, a tank. But it is one of the British early war tanks. Well, there are good British early war tanks, but this isn't going to be one of them. It's going to be that Vickers 6 thing. Yeah. I don't even think this thing... Nope, it does not even have a proper cannon. It has a 50 cal and a 30 cal, and that's it. But it'll do. And we even have the bleed on him, so this is going to be an easy fight. James Knighton says, wait, I think I remember this game, but not sure what the game in question. This is, technically the game itself is Battlefield 1942, but this is the Forgotten Hope mod for Battlefield or Forgotten Hope Secret Weapons mod for Battlefield 1942. So it's an expansion pack mod of the Forgotten Hope mod. So it's an expansion of a mod for a game. JC says it's pretty good against infantry. Yeah, that is true. It is good against infantry, and it's also pretty small, which makes it hard to hit for them. Unfortunately, when you get up to other tanks... Oh, we can actually damage the other tank with our 50 cal. Never mind, then. So it's basically like a discount Panzer II or something like that. Speaking of which, it makes me... That's one glaring omission in this game, is they don't have the Panzer I, which did actually see use in the war, particularly in 1939 and 1940. I mean, JC says, if you find the Matilda II, you will be in trouble. Yeah, Matilda II is a nasty thing for this sort of vehicle to run into. In fact, it is a nasty thing for most tanks in the early war to run into. Because it is... Matilda II is a great little machine. It's one of those really highly underrated aircraft, or tanks, sorry. Gutentrom says, oh, this game is a classic. Yes, and we are doing a classic mod with it, too. That has just been updated to add limited bot support. So we've got the bleed on him. We have all but one capture point. If we take that and wipe them all out, we can actually... Oh, God! That's the Matilda II. Run! 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 Run away! Run away! Okay, we've managed to slip by him somehow. I guess he's going off to capture one of our points. Gutentrom says, countless school homework were skipped for this. Yes. Guilty as charged here. Something's shooting at us. I'm not sure what it is, but it's something definitely shooting at us. Alright, so we've stopped, capped... Oh, it's their Jeep. Hello there. And there's another one. I don't have a repair kit, so... I have smoke grenades, but that's... Actually, wait. There we go. We got him. JC's haha found it. Yeah. Yes, I did find the Matilda. Oh. First death of this particular mission. Alright, let's get out the Car 98. Someone's killing him with the Kubel wagon. James Knighton says, Ace, okay, don't worry, we may ahead of the... Oh shit, it's the Matilda II. Run away, run away. Yeah, that's a... Matilda 2 is not a joke on this game. Oh, speaking of not a joke on this game, however, you are low on health. So rifle grenade away. That animation, by the way, for the bolt working is actually new to this mod, so that's a really impressive example of work on the modders. Someone's shooting at me again. I don't know who, but someone is. Okay, it looks like there might be something over there. Let's see, what is this equipped with? It's equipped with a Lewis gun as well as some landmines. Let's place some mines in case that Matilda decides to show its face around here. I like how the mines are actually hidden here, so it's kind of difficult to spot them. That's how it's supposed to be, of course. Woo. Oh, hello. JC says, oh, almost complete map control. Nice. It is complete map control, and we only have a handful of dudes left to take out. And if we take them all out, it'll instantly run the tickets down to 0. James Knighton says, not sure if you read it, but what is your favorite tank during World War II? Let's see. Favorite tank during World War II. The Matilda, I would say, is a pretty good one for the early war. Definitely high up there for me. Sherman is actually a good tank, although it has had something of a reputation these days, unfortunately. But it was actually a pretty decent tank. It even proved itself quite well in Korea. I also, of course, like the Pershing. The Pershing is another one for me. Alright, so we've won this map, which means we can play another map. Gutentrom says, I miss the days of playing Alamein with max players on. Yep, that is also another map on this. So actually, instead though, let's actually go back a little bit with Fall Gelb. We'll play as the Allies. This is going to be a France versus Germany map in 1940. And we have access to the Char B1, which is another tank I personally like. JC says, mine's the King Tiger H. I know it's bad, I just like how it looks. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, so once we get started, Gutentrom says, Sherman was good early war tank. Sadly, when the Americans came into the war, Sherman was a bit outdated. Yeah, the Sherman came in, what, 1943? And it was mainly being used, and you have to remember, tanks mainly fought against infantry and stuff like that. It was comparable, actually, to the Panzer IV-H, I think it was. We'll actually play as an engineer, maybe, if we can get ourselves a good tank. If we're lucky, we might be able to get ourselves that nice, sweet Char B1. I think they might even have the TER version if they do, and that would be nice. One tank that doesn't get as much love as it deserves, in my opinion, it would be the M3 Lee, bizarrely enough. Okay, so this tank is a 3-seater. You need... The driver also controls the 75 gun, but you need someone else to control the 45 cannon on top. And what's the third position? Third position is artillery spotting, and the last two are just for infantry that want to hitch a ride, really. But yeah, the Sherman I do think was a genuinely great tank. One of the big reasons is, of course, the fact that it was the utility of it. The fact that you could have... They basically used it for dozens of different specialized roles as well. So it was very customizable as a vehicle, which was one of the big advantages for it, I think. Its reliability is, of course. The Sherman even had a really, really good record in Korea, which is curious given that it was going up against things like the more advanced T-34s that the Russians were giving to the North Koreans, and even the occasional IS-2. That said, I do know the Americans at that point were also using the Pershings as well, so maybe they used the Pershings against the rare IS-2 they came up against or something, who knows. But I do know that the Sherman really had a good reputation in Korea. So, does anyone want to hitch a ride on my little tank here? Matthew Baroche says, hey there. JC says, oh, this tank's so frustrating to fight as the Germans in counterattack 1940. Yeah. Yes, it is. Because its armor is just so good that it can bounce pretty much, especially on the front. And by contrast, the Germans don't really have the same advantage of armor. Okay, so we do have to angle up. And one hit. Alright, I might actually just switch to the cannon on the turret because that would actually... I don't even really need the... There we go. The cannon is, for whatever reason, a little inaccurate. Okay, I'm going to switch back to this. There we go. I mean, look at all these shells I just keep bouncing because they're not able to do a thing about my armor. Admittedly, I'm missing a lot of these shots, but... all I need to do is just hold the line and they'll basically just wither away. Because we got the bleed on them. A little low. Still a little low, so... there we go, a hit. They actually damaged me that time, so it's time to repair. JC says something is pinning you. Yep. Matthew says, I always love that lower cannon on the Char B1 Biz. Yep. Alright, so we should be able to... I think what they're doing is they're pinning me on the turret, because I think the turret is supposed to be a weak point on this tank. Either that, or they're hitting me right in the gun mantlet or something. Or right in... not in the gun mantlet, but a weak spot by it, I think there is, on the gun and the chassis. Let's move forward and avoid the mines. Ow! Alright, we can take these guys out at closer range, I think, quite easy. You have to avoid the flanking fire, because that is a problem. These guys are just bunched up here. It's going to be an absolute... yeah, this gun is a little inaccurate for some reason. Okay, so where is that other tank that's been shooting at the flank? I don't see it. I think that shot bounced. He's dead. Another one down. I did take a bounce of something. Satchel charge. That will mess me up if I let him get close. Alright. Let's go ahead and actually charge him. I feel good enough about this. Oh, definitely something hitting us on the flank. German armored car there. He's down. Well, I gotta take this tank down first, and then I'll be able to... Another tank. He's down. Looks like there is another tank or something shooting us from over here. I don't know why. Alright, let's go ahead and take this point over here so that don't have this position spawning more stuff. Oh, hello there. That's a problem. He's down. Okay. Mate says, just hold out till their transmissions break. Certified way to defeat the Wehrmacht. JC says, not on early tanks, though. Yeah, the early tanks that the Germans went for were very lightly armored, very fast, all had radios, and they were known for being reliable. They just weren't known for taking hits or having particularly effective guns against enemy tanks. But it was really down to the Germans having a lot more of them, and they had the mobility advantage, particularly strategically thanks to the radios. That's what German early war tanks were known for, which most of these I'm going up against are. Take this Panzer 38 here. A Czech design that is a very light tank, that's pretty much one of the more powerful tanks, but it's a light tank that has a 37mm gun. It's not going to punch through a whole lot. Mate says, oh, my mistake, I forgot about the superior Czechoslovak quality. Actually, I mean, I would say the Panzer 38 was a superior tank to the Panzer 1 and Panzer 2. It was inferior to the Panzer 3 and Panzer 4, however, one of the reasons being that the armor was a little bit more brittle and had a bad habit of shattering, rather than just bending, which is what a Panzer 3 would do. So I would say at the very least, I would say at the very least that the Panzer 38 was superior to the majority of German tanks on the front lines in 1940, but that's because the majority were Panzer 1s and Panzer 2s. Alright. Hello there. Alright. Now, the 88mm here, if we let the Germans take that, would mess us up. So we'll go ahead and deny this to them. Gutentrum says, or we will let that one stay around because our dude there did capture it. German victories were very much due to competent officers and soldiers and doctrine rather than tank qualities. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much right on the nose when it comes to the German victories in 1940. It was really down to superior strategy and tactics. Also air support, if you really wanted to include that, and communications. So those were the things that really won them the day in 1940. Alright, we'll go ahead and repair our little tank here. just move that out of the way. Oh, that sounds like a German in our midst. Yep, they've graded the flag, so there's definitely a German somewhere here. Hello. Alright. Flag is ours yet again. The AI is still very much... Whoa, something looks like an armored car and a tank. Nope, it's a tank and a tank. Okay. And that is why Panzer IIs don't perform that well against the Char. However, something hit us pretty hard. They must have some sort of... They probably have an 88 or a Stug there. That looks like it's a Stug. So I'll take out the Stug, advance, try to take it out quickly. Stug has badly damaged us. We have to repair. Alright. We'll go down in one hit, but that's what we need right now. Oh. Whew! We did it! Unfortunately, we are coming under more attacks. That looks like a big problem. I don't know what it is, but it needs to go. Okay, it has damaged us to the point we have to repair again. Another... Oh, that is a problem. He's down. Alright. We got a good flanking shot on this guy. And I missed it. That one hit, though. Oh, another tank shooting at us. Looks like a Panzer 38. He's down. Looks like another guy is trying to shoot at us. Maybe a Panzer II. Nope, another Panzer... Nope, that is a Panzer II. Panzer II down. Alright, I don't... There might be a target behind us. Yep, infantry. Oh! That looks like... That's a problem. Oh, an enemy tank. Enemy tank destroyer too. That's a huge problem. And an armored car. Time to get moving. I have to deal with this. What the? Panzer 38 down. Alright, we're down to 10 enemy tickets. I wonder if I can survive. Let's find out. Oh, tank destroyer, tank destroyer. Three tickets. Enemy tank. We did it! Alright. Okay, so Matthew Baroque says, from what I've read, the Czechoslovak army had kind of high chance of winning in 1938 due to the fact that despite Wehrmacht having more tanks, most of them were Panzer 1 and 2s and like 3 and 4 versions. Yeah, it would be kind of, well, it's kind of similar to how the French would have had a high chance of winning in 1940 or 39 as well, but again, it's really down to tactics and strategy what won the day there. Guttentram says, yep, plus don't forget the fact that they had practical experience by annexing Austria, invading Poland. Mate, annexation of Czechoslovakia most definitely boosted Wehrmacht capacity in Germany's armed industry. Yes, it did. JC says, you are almost dead. Yes, I was. Guttentram says, yes, the Czech industry boosted the German one. Yep. Okay, so now that we've gotten those maps done, what else can we try? I know a lot of these maps are a little bit on the buggy side, admittedly, so, but we'll do another Axis map, and this time we will do a 1944 map. Why not? The Falaise Pocket. This is the map where I showed off that certain special weapon that the Germans have access to as a kit. Actually, the Germans get a lot of really weird stuff in this mod, so Mathieu Baroche says FHSW also has one Polish uprising map, if I remember. Yes, they do. In my experience, though, the single-player version of that is a little on the buggy side. And I think there's actually 2 maps now. There's Polish Resistance 1940, which does have the single-player, but it's buggy. And then you have Warsaw Uprising. Strawman says, hey, my best anime waifu. Alright, so let's get the fun stuff right out of the gate. Let's get our anti-tank pistol in all its glory. This thing, amusingly, the anti-tank pistol did actually exist and was actually used in combat. Apparently, it was even a very popular souvenir item that American GIs, when they captured stuff, the anti-tank pistol was one of the favorites for them because it's an anti-tank pistol. Now, they do have Americans do have some artillery support here, so this could be a problem for us. We'll just capture this flag here, and we should be good to go. Okay, looks like we've got a Sherman might come down this road. We have a Gewehr 43 in case any infantry show up. That Sherman is fully loaded, so Strawman says, I swear I watch your streams for the plot. Okay, there he is. I do, however, have the gunner shooting at me. So let's get it. Let's try sneaking around him. Get on his flank. Avoid the sandbags. Unfortunately, I got shot, but that's okay. Guttentram says, what GI stands for? Always pops into my mind. GI stands for ground infantry. Alright, we have a tank destroyer there. We'll kill the tank. I accidentally killed a teammate that was standing in front of the tank, because of course he was. I died again. That's okay. JC says, this map is annoying for the Germans. You get killed by arty a lot. Yeah. It's an okay-ish map. But you're right. The artillery does become a problem in this one. Matei Baroque says, what can I say except based? To Strawman. Fair enough. I love how they do, of course, put the sandbags on the tanks, on the sides of the tanks, which is something they historically did. Alright, we got a half track here. Looks like one of our dudes just fired smoke at it. You know, I do think the AI does actually react to smoke. Kinda. Tank. Ow. He got me. Okay. See, they have one flag, and it is on the eastern side. So we will go ahead and try taking that. Let's see, what else do we have in terms of kits? We do have a Fallschirmjäger kit, curiously. Car 98, MP40, and Car 98. Okay. What's interesting is that while this the anti-tank pistol might not have been that effective per hit historically, it was, from what I understand, still actually capable of punching through armor. Not by that small of amount either. Okay, so he's already dead. He, however, isn't. And there we have it. We'll reload. Oh. Alright, so we gotten them mostly taken out. JC says, and sandbags do work against hollow charges in the game, which is nice. Yep. They even added, in this particular mod, they've even added armor thickness and they've added not only armor thickness, but also armor angling. I guess the sandbags would suggest that they've added in spaced armor mechanics as well, which makes sense. Okay, which flag have they grayed? They've grayed the western flag. We have captured the eastern flag, though, so we can make a mad dash over to the west. Alright. It looks like an enemy Sherman, on low health. Perfect for my anti-tank pistol. Artillery is shooting at me specifically, so time to make a mad dash for it. Alright, that guy had a grease gun, but we took him out, so problem solved. I don't think we'll have to worry about anything over in when this flag, once we gray it. Gutentrom says that was a very accurate World War II infantry quote. Tank dead. Abram Gaunt says lol, sandbag on the side of Sherman's Patton's is going to be Patton-san is going to be mad. Also, M4A3s in Europe. Lol. Strawman says, ah yes, I love hearing Ace talk about thickness. Gutentrom says, you killed someone with your shovel. Happy gas mask sounds. Thank you. Have an anti-tank pistol. Have two. There we go. We can reload. The Germans get a lot of really wacky and weird stuff late game, and the in-game stuff like Berlin becomes really fun because of it. Also because the Germans in the last-ditch maps in 45 start using not only a lot of captured stuff, but a lot of the budget stuff as well. So that budget semi-auto assault rifle thing that they made, or what they claim to be an assault rifle, but not, kind of is, kind of isn't, because it's weird. That VG1-5 thing is in this in late maps, so. Okay, I'm getting shot at again. Time to fall back. As the old saying goes, a sucking chest wound is a sign that you're going too fast. Alright, let's see. No health here. And here they come. So this stream has actually been going on for an hour, and we've only managed to make it through 3 maps, which I was expecting this to be an admittedly shorter stream. I will say that. What's amusing, by the way, is this isn't even the only anti-tank pistol that the Germans get in this game. There's at least another version of this with different ammo, and then there's a completely different thing as well, called the Falaise Pocket 1942. And that thing, it's so bizarre, I don't even know how to best describe it. JC says, Alpenfestung has some crazy stuff for the Germans. Yes, it does. It also has some cool stuff for the Americans as well, which is probably why I'm going, if I play that map in this live stream, I'll probably play it as the Americans. Because they get some cool stuff as well. They get their special their special recoilless rifle with a whole bunch of different ammo types, including canister shot, which basically turns it into a giant shotgun. Oh, half track. Now, I know one of the mechanics that they've added in this particular mod is the ammo boxes only supply you up to a certain point when it comes to hit him in the turret, so that worked out. Okay, so I don't know where the... I'm pretty sure I saw a tank destroyer here earlier. He might have already gotten taken out, though. Pushing on our eastern flag. So let's go ahead and try meeting them out there and seeing if we can get a kill or two on those tanks. I can actually heal up, so I'll do that. Yudimits Colton says, I really like the River Dawn map where you get to play as a Hungarian. Yeah, the Hungarians are in this game. There's also another map that they've added with Hungary as well. The problem is the single-player version of that map is bugged and doesn't really work right. So unfortunately, I cannot really show that map. However, okay, where are the Shermans? I knew I saw some around here. There's a Sherman. Just wait for it to get close, and then we should be good to go. He sees me. Time to reload. Oh, they got me. They've taken the Western flag. Imram Gaunt says, back when games were fun. Not so much good, but fun. Yeah, that's the main thing. Remember when games used to be much more fun like this? Yeah. Alright, so after this map, let's see what else I want to play. Maybe, since someone did mention Alamein, and it is a classic map for a reason, I think I'll play Alamein as the British. For the next... there's a tank destroyer. Hello there. Ooh. He's down. Got 4 enemy tickets left to deal with. We take out 4 enemies, we win. That's going to be fairly simple, I think. Strawman says, I started playing Total War Warhammer 2 as an imp hunter. Lord fighting the VC Vampire Coast. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we've won this map. And next up, we will play Alamein, which does have tons of stuff on it. Unfortunately, it does not have... A lot of these maps don't have the newest stuff a lot of times, except for infantry kits, which is unfortunate. But, eh. So after this map, let's see, what next do I want to play? We've been at it for 65 minutes, so... Abram Gaunt says, that's why I've been on a retro kick with Project Warlock. That's, yeah, Project Warlock's pretty decent. Also like Warhammer 2 for Daka 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 Rat. Ah, yes. Alright, so now that we've gotten this here, I'll be probably using the, there is actually that Vicar 6 thing, there is actually a special version of it on this map that we can use. And this version does actually do quite nicely against tanks. Which is curious, because, well, you'll see why. Okay, let's actually pull out, what do we have available to us? All kinds of goodies. We will take one of these. And we'll actually go for the southern flag. Ibram Gaunt says, ah, Monty, the biggest successful fuck-up in UK history. I think Sir Douglas Haig would like to have a word with you. But I digress. Gutentrom says, Warhammer 2 has the cheap Necrons. They're quite fun, but broken sometimes. Yep. Gutentrom says, nothing like the bomber on Alamein. That's true, although thanks to the modding community, there's actually quite a few maps that give you heavy bombers and stuff like that. What's going on? The frame rate's just shot to hell for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, it's fixed now. I don't know what that was, guys, but it's fixed now, so... I swear, on a rig like this, it should not be acting that way, though. So we will take this position. There comes the Germans. If we can get up there, we will be in a great spot to take the flag back from them. We do kind of need at least 2 of the 3 flags to start the bleed on them, otherwise we will lose. Okay, this train is good. Oh dear, hello there! Alright, let's take this flag. Hi there, Mr. German. Oh, another German tank. That was a little high. He's down. Now, let's go. Gutentrom says, I thought I desynced. Memory leak, maybe, says Ibram Gaunt. Maybe. I don't know what that was. We'll take out this thing so we don't have to worry about it threatening us. And this should put a stop to the bleed once we have taken all these things out. Did they really take... They took the northern flag, too. Wow, my team is bad this match. Okay, I'm actually going to have to wait till reinforcements pop up, and then I'm going to have to make a mad dash to take that flag in the north. Okay. I think this guy has it, so I'm going to just... I could take this, and I will. Ironic, I'm using the armored car I tried destroying earlier. Ibram Gaunt says, I miss the old Navy maps. Yep, and they've actually done quite a bit with Navy as well in this mod, now that you mention it. new aircraft, as well as new ships, and a whole bunch of new Navy maps. In fact, maybe we could actually play one of those too as soon as we're done with this mission. Or, let's see. I kind of want to play a... You know what? I think Wake Island is one of the maps we can play on this, so we'll give that a try as soon as we're done here. JC's wow says, "Wow, they took the cap. British always reach first." Yeah, that is embarrassingly bad for this team. And they clearly took it first, too, because... Ow! Killed by Panzer III. Who, admittedly, was right there. I probably... Gutentrom says, "How are the torpedo planes?" Well, they're here, and I think they're effective. I haven't played them too much, admittedly. Okay, so I'll get myself another tank, and we will deal with that really quickly. Crusader 3. Perfect. Actually, or I could go armored car, because speed is of the essence, after all. So I will take the armored car. The 40-pounder should work perfectly nicely against what we're running up against. But yeah. We do have to get the bleed on these guys and fast, otherwise we're going to be in a world of hurt. One of the maps I might actually do after this... Let's see. Oh dear, hello there. He's down. Alright, let's go get that flag and run in there and just... If we can make it into the flag and just hide in the building there, we should be fine. Then we can maybe cap the flag in the north there, and once that one's down, we should be good to go. Okay, bleed is stopped. We have 105 tickets left. They have captured our armored car, but that's fine, because I have a little surprise waiting for them. Problem solved. Oh, one of these things. These are basically just anti-tank mine things that are supposed to attach to the enemy tank, so... Okay, so we can take the armored car there if we want. I'm actually wanting to... Oh, a suppressed MP40. Cool. Oh, they've captured this point again for some reason. Okay, so they've... There we go. We'll just recap it, and we should be good to go. And we get 2 mines with this thing, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and make our big push to the final position in the northeast, or northwest, sorry. We'll use the Sidkivs thing here. I always refer to these things as Sidkivs due to the name, but... Wow, plane, you really missed that mountain there, didn't you? They've taken another outpost. This time it's the southern one. We've got to hurry. Otherwise, we're going to be in a world of hurt yet again. For whatever reason, the AI in this map really seems to favor the British. Okay, I don't know what shot at me there, but... Ow! Okay, we gotta get the bleed on or else we're gonna lose this one. Yeah, they're gonna retake that. Okay, I'll use the number 68. Rush in there as infantry, hold it for as long as possible, and then we should, if we're really lucky, win. But it doesn't look like it. Okay, so this thing's finally popped up. The Mark 5 AA. This thing should hopefully take out that tank pretty quickly. The nice thing about AA guns is typically because they have such high velocity, they have a habit of making really good anti-tank weapons as well. Yeah, I think this match is going to be their victory, and well fought to the AI on this one, fair enough. Yep, fair enough, they got us. Alright, well, we will switch out and play, I guess, what's the next map we can play? You know, you guys did mention naval maps, so I wonder if we can play Wake Island as the Japanese. JC says, even with bots, the last second comebacks I had in this game were pretty satisfying. Yep. Alright, so I don't know what stuff is going to be in this Wake Island map or how well it's going to run, just to let you know. Gutentrom says, I love how World War II no body armor, small weapons, massive calibers. Yep. Actually, how long have we been playing this one for? Alright, so, Wake Island. Ooh, we can already start with the knee mortar. Knee mortar acquired. We'll just make a mad dash for it with the landing craft here, and we should be good to go. Perfect. So we have heat rounds with this knee mortar, and we also have other types as well. That's convenient. Let's pull out Nambu here. Ooh. Something we can use the knee mortar on. They got me. But we grade the flag, so that is a first major step. Let's pull out the MP18 here. I don't know what the AI has in mind there, but okay. Pretty sure if we jump, yeah, so long as we can survive this, and we did, we should be good to go. We'll be able to cap this point, and then we will be able to make our mad dash for. We'll take the western flag, I guess, and then we'll push on to the eastern one. Once that's all taken, we should be good. JC says, I like the Arnhem map. I once won the British 1-0 ticket. That is actually really close. Okay, so, ooh, Americans again. Darn it, they got me. Oh wait, I don't have a parachute, do I? No. I screwed up big time, boys. Ah! AI! Oh, AI never change, never change. Alright, what do we have available? It looks like we have some dudes trying to make a dash through that way. I could and probably should try taking another position. Oh, well. Okay, we took that flag finally. Gutentrom says, problem solved. Yes, the AI is pretty good at doing that, isn't it? Alright, so our plan is we will slip through this way, take this flag, and then that should guarantee us that they won't be able to flank us particularly well. meaning that we can just make it... Also, for some reason, this version of this gun has 50 rounds. I don't know why, but okay. Alright, so now that we've taken out those two flags, we can go capture the airfield. Let's see, what map do I want to play after this? I'm thinking I'll go for... JC says, huh, they changed the turrets on that destroyer? Yeah, it might be a different destroyer altogether. I know they've done quite a few changes with this mod, so... I killed Davy Jones on a naval map. That's kind of amusing. So I know one of the new vehicles that they're supposed to have added in this version is the F2 Buffalo. Okay, airfield is grayed. We will wait here until it is properly capped. There we go. Ibram Gaunt says AI used Divine Wind. It was super effective. Indeed it was. Fitting that we're playing as the Japanese and that happened too. Gutentrom says, oh, the classic panic mode of spotting something in the corner of the eyes, stopping and checking to see if it's not a mine. I wasn't sure if that was a pickup kit or something, honestly. I thought that at first that it might have been a special pickup kit. Someone's shooting at me again. So we could pick up this... EMG 50 kit if we really want. They're going to cap something. I'll reload and then I'll cap this final point here, and that should cause the bleed and hopefully put an end to this fight relatively quickly. Yep, someone's still shooting at me, and it looks like it's multiple dudes shooting at me. They got us. Alright, so the airfield is not ours again. That's fine. We can go and make a mad dash for this last point here. Oh, they did cap it, so we do need to retake the airfield. However, we after that's done, we can then make a mad dash for the final point here, and that will start the bleed, hopefully. There's a lot of dudes on that island there. I think that's probably where I'm gonna have to head, though. So. Okay, let's take out this dude, or not. Fine. Okay, so let's actually, you know, since there is a half track down on the airfield, let's retake the airfield and put it to good use. Because once the airfield's ours again, we can then take that little half-track thingy, and we should be able to then just... I'm hoping it's an half-track. Oh, look, a truck. Don't mind if I do. And we got Beaufort. Alright, we'll take out the Beaufort, and then also that's another little thing. You can actually see the shells from the Beaufort rolling around, which was another feature they added. Gutentrom says, weren't there tanks on this map? Maybe in multiplayer, but I don't think they have it on single player. I think this map they turned into a single player only routine. So the most you'll see, is an infantry only routine on single player. So the most you'll see is usually, I don't even know what this thing does. Okay, so it's some sort of flare. Yep, it's a signal pistol. We can still take out dudes with it. And a truck. Truck obliterated. Infantry, or no, anti-aircraft emplacement. A lot of them. Alright, now where... Okay, so they took that flag. That's no half-track, and I am very sad for it. So this looks like it's going to be pretty much infantry work. Abram Gaunt says, yeah, the OG had Shermans and Chihas. JC says, not on this mod, I think. Yeah, this is going to be mainly an infantry fight from the looks of things, with some air support. So the good news is we now have them down to just one flag again. We can retake this flag and deny the... Okay, nope, there were more, yep. Alright, so we got them. Abram Gaunt says FH made this more historical. Yep, the uniforms are more appropriate to 1941. Gutentrom asks, can you still man the ships? Yes. Yes, they've done a lot with the ships also, so that's always a nice plus. So it looks like we have a smoke grenade of some sort. Oh, we have a sword. Okay. And for some reason, we have a captured M1911. That's interesting. Is that a destroyed truck? It looks like it. Yep. Alright, now that we have... They do have this point taken back, so we have to retake it, and then we have to take the final point to win. Okay, so we've already graded it. That's a good sign. Unfortunately, they do have more dudes going to give us a bet. Actually, I wonder if I can land on the other flag and gray that one and deny it. I think I can. Yes. Where is it? Okay, so I just need to go downstairs somehow and we should be good to go. This looks like it. How do I get down there? Could be an elevator or something. It looks like this is. Or I could just plop right down. That'll work. There we go. Now I'll just go and land and we should be fine. As you can see, to answer the question about ships, we got a few AI here manning this aircraft carrier, so yes, you can in fact do that. Okay, so my plan is going to be to cap the last enemy flag, which should hopefully, if it's not going to start the bleed, then it will at least cause it to be enough of a problem that they're going to be not able to really do a whole lot. So they have actually taken back that other flag, and they have graded that one. It looks like they're going to take it. That is annoying. But if I play my cards right and we can at least take this flag, then maybe we can accomplish something with it. The AI's doing AI things again, of course. Oh, we took that flag. Cool. Now we can take this one. No! Ah, I was so close. JC says, I remember this map was very one-sided for the Japanese because they got like 6 aircraft and constantly bombed the Americans, but it looks like it's different in FHSW to FH. Yeah. So we'll try that again because this was showing promise. We just needed to get it right. We will do this again and we'll try this. Hopefully this time we'll be able to. There we go. We were so close to actually graying that flag and potentially capping it. The Americans have retaken the airfield. That's a problem. But once we take this northern flag, we can then take the flag further to the east, then which would hopefully keep them stuck on the airfield. And then we can finish them off there. In theory, anyways. In practice, I have no idea how easy or hard this is going to be. But if we can take this flag, we should have ourselves a decent staging ground. So they do have a buffalo or something in the air. You know what? I'm just gonna... No! Ah! This map is getting us a lot of trouble. Alright, we're gonna actually go retake the airfield and retake that other point first, I guess, because there's so many dudes here that we're going to have to... I don't know. But we can't really just let them corner us like that, so... Okay, we did retake that flag. That is fortunate. We'll retake the airfield, which should be easy. JC says, like the AI in a bomber, would immediately go after any vehicle or anyone standing still with accuracy. Yes, that is exactly how the AI operates in the base game. The AI does not tend to screw around when it comes to flying bomber planes. Alright, hood ornament acquired. There's an American over there. We will capture this flag as soon as we take out the dude riding the truck there. Or they're just going to let us take the flag. That's convenient. But once that's done, we'll then make a mad dash for the other flag, and then... Hey, can I have that? No, but, there we go. We'll take this truck, and hope that we don't get sniped out of the seat again. Like that. Alright, well, we do at least have... We can hold them here for a little while, I guess. If we're lucky. And then, once the attack is repulsed, I was about to say, as I get shot again. Let's pull out the Arasaka. I think the occasion calls for it. Alright, now, what else do we need to do? We need to take out both those trucks. They are trying to cap, so... I can actually shoot this truck until it dies, so I will. Perfect. Now we will reload and we will continue on our merry little way, this time trying to not die. Again. Now that we have 3 of the necessary flags, we can take this one. Oh, hello there. Come here, you little... There we go. At least that accomplished something. Unfortunately, they're going to come back. We got him. AI's gonna AI, so let's go ahead and try getting this truck here. Are you gonna let me have the truck? No, 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 no. Okay. AI is going to continue to AI. Lovely. Alright. Well, what we can do at least is use that truck then to make our move and try to take the next part of the map here. So what we'll do is we'll cap that. This is turning into a bit of a stalemate, admittedly, but we are pushing them back slowly. I'm actually going to make a mad dash past this and try going for the next flag. So we can take that, then this one should be much easier. Assuming the AI doesn't screw up again. No! Darn. Okay, we'll just take this then and do the same thing we did last time and hope that the AI doesn't do the same thing it did last time. There we go. So we can actually set up a spawn point and respawn here if we want. That's actually kind of cool. I will do that as soon as I get into position. That way, if they do actually take me out, I can simply respawn and hopefully not have to deal with having to make this trip again. Didn't notice that I had that ability. Admittedly, I feel silly for that, but hey. Let's go ahead and land this bad boy. And we will... Yep, well, that's convenient. Guttentrom says, don't you get a parachute anymore on planes? Not with the kits I've got. The kits I've got do not give me access to parachutes. And this dude keeps picking me off, and it is starting to annoy me. Oh, are you kidding me? The spawner ran out just as he... There's a pilot classer kit you have to pick up. Yeah, that's pretty much what I think is going on here. Yeah, there is. Okay, I can pick up one of these and fly the Zero right overhead and basically do what the Zero is known best for doing, but jumping out right before that happens. That's, of course, assuming they don't just shoot me right there. That worked quite nicely, if I can make it to this. How many of those guys did I take out doing that? Okay, here they come. Ah, they got me. Oh, darn it. Well, I can do that again if there's another pilot kit. I'll just wait for one to spawn, I guess. Or alternatively, I could try landing this thing there. Very honorable indeed. Alright, if I don't get a kit soon, I'm just gonna try landing it. Yep, landing it is. And watch them try to steal it, of course. Oh, that didn't work as expected. Where's the landing gear? Ah, well. Abram Gaunt says 45 because they don't make a 46 and my 2 World Wars. Guttentrom says the God Emperor is proud of you and your sacrifice for the Empire. Alright, so since we're clearly at the point right now where we... Oh, actually, wait. I can make this work, I think. All we need is for that plane to respawn. We can then fly over there again, and we should maybe have it this time. I love how even the pilot is equipped with a bayonet. A detached bayonet, but a bayonet nevertheless. Alright, and... Get out... Oh. Run! Okay, here we go. Abram Gaunt says at 2 A's, okay. JC says there should be another one where the other plane spawns. Abram Gaunt asked me, do you know the definition of insanity? Yes, I do. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That said, I do have the actual advantage of having a truck come in. So saying it's exactly the same this time is not the most accurate. Okay, so the truck does appear to be there. Okay, so it looks like we might actually be able to cap it this time. You were saying about the definition of insanity, Abram Gaunt. JC says this is one of those maps that can take a whole hour to finish. Yeah, especially because the bleed is... It's impossible to get the bleed on the Americans, so you basically have to wear them out the good old-fashioned way. Well, good news is we are on that point now where I think we can actually accomplish that. We just need to get our planes, or get our guys onto the final flag and not die. They did take out the truck, it looks like. Yes. Unfortunately, it looks like they're coming in force. We're going to have to make a mad dash for this. Okay, is there any trucks or anything that can help me? Not particularly. Unfortunate. It does, however, look like the Americans aren't really planning on crossing the bridge, so we might actually have an opening. If we can slip under the bridge here and just swim across, we might have a chance of making it to the flag. Ibram Gaunt says, not historical at all, the Nambu didn't blow up in your hands. You know, curiously, the Nambu also was used in World War I as well. I know maybe the later ones had issues or something, but the early war stuff shouldn't quite have the same problem as the late war. They did take the airfield. That's annoying. Okay, so let's grade this flag, and once this flag is graded, they took the airfield proper. Well, we've graded the airfield back, so now, if we can just hold this flag in the airfield, they won't be able to respawn. Every single one we take out from this point is one that's gone until they take a flag. Okay, here's one. Alright, it looks like... Oop, another American showing up. That dude's out of action. They did retake the airfield. Darn it. Well, with this flag, however, grade, they won't be able to respawn at this point, so we should have finished. There we go. Alright, so now we just need to make a mad dash for the airfield, take it again, and then we should be good. Oh god, here they come. Alright, so this is going to be... There we go. Gutentram says, with all the one-hit kills, this reminds me a lot of Rising Storm. Yeah, it does, actually. Ow, they got me. But not before I took out that... Not before I took out enough of them that they should allow me to cap one of their flags. All I need to do is grade their flag before they can do it to me, and then... Alright, it looks like it's smooth sailing. All I have to do is cap their flag, and we've got it. I mean, hopefully with the capture of this flag, we should finally be able to start the bleed. I know he's alive. Ah, he got me, but not before I grade. So I can potentially take the flag and maybe do something. Alright, now let's make sure there's no nasty surprises in here. Well, I could use a ride, so... Whoever it was got him, picked him off, so that's a problem. There, he's down. Now that this is done, we can make... They grade another flag. Okay, they grade that flag. That flag should be able to hold. Alright. Now they're not able to respawn. And this is the last flag we have left to take them from them. So we should, once this is good... Oh, hello there. Alright. I could, in theory, do that, but that would... Oh. That's a lot of Americans. Alright, that's 3 more down. There's got to be a dude around here somewhere. Yeah, I'm getting shot at some more, so... They grade another flag. We finally took this one. Oh, they grade that one. Oh, God, no. No, not that flag. I will... Oh, God, not that flag. How many are left? There's only about a handful of them, too. If they... Oh, God, I can't even imagine how... No! Now we have to do that whole business all over again. Alright, we'll try using the... Try using our... Nope, terrain's not going to work to our advantage. You know what? We're going to call it on this map. I think we all know how that was going to end anyways. It's just going to turn into a slog, so no. Alright. We'll do Berlin, 1945, and we'll do it as the Germans. And once that's done, it'll be a good place to call the stream, I think. I was not expecting to have to spend half of it to deal with one mission, but here we are. Anyways. I mean, it would have clearly been us winning that. I mean, I think we had a 100 ticket advantage, and we were not going to get the bleed on us again. It's just, it was going to turn into a classic case of attrition. And, well, we've already been at it for nearly 2 hours, so I want to do one more match, and this will be a short one for Berlin. We're playing as the Germans, so this should be a fairly quick match. We'll use random heat. So yeah, you get a whole ton of different stuff when playing as the Germans in 1945 maps a lot of times, because you get a lot of captured and improvised weapons. For example, the Brand Faust here is an improved Panzerfaust with additional high explosive capabilities, because it has a secondary charge in addition to the heat charge. So it's good against tanks and infantry. That said, I do wince at the grand animation here. Gutentrom says, "What? To be honest, that is a good war simulator. The objective will be taken in 4 days, 4 years later." I don't know what all I hit there, but I took out a lot of dudes doing it. Alright, now we've got ourselves another... So, we've got ourselves a Yak Panther 4 there. Or Yak Panzer 4. Whoa! That's a lot of dead guys. And a lot of them still are at 5 that somehow. Oh, they got me. Fine. Fair enough, I guess. Alright, so chat has been disconnected temporarily again, so we'll wait for it to reconnect. In the meantime, look at that swarm of dudes. This is gonna be... Oh, so we get, in this case, a rifle grenade. That's supposed to be capable of taking out tanks. And is it? No, it's a German rifle grenade, but... Ow. I'm dead. Alright, we have a little bit of time. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so ooh, they did take that flag. We'll use another one. Oh, we got ourselves a Russian RPG-43 that someone captured. Cool. Because the early Russian RPGs were actually hand-thrown rather than rocket-propelled, which is amusing to me. And we also have a captured Mosin Nagant. Although, ironically, the Russians are using captured German anti-tank weapons as well, which makes this rather amusing. But yeah, as you can see, you get a little bit of everything when it comes to the kits. This map, you might very rarely also get that hilarious other anti-tank pistol thing I was telling you about. In fact, let's try dying here, seeing if... Gutentrom says a rocket-propelled grenade that is hand-propelled. Yeah, which is going to be even more hilarious if I actually do get to show you the other German anti-tank pistol thing, which that's kind of what it is. It's a rocket-propelled. It's a recoilless something. Oh, this is bazooka with a label for some reason. So yeah, we're getting all kinds of interesting little toys with the late war German kids here. I love how it even gives it the historical designation that the Germans would have given to captured weapons. So it doesn't say label, it says it's a Gewehr 303F. Okay, we are out of ammo. Let's try using this bazooka. And we killed it! Okay. Yeah, the loadout is random for the Germans. You basically, as you can tell, you get captured MPs up the top for the officers, various different. So this is another okay, so this is another thing of the exact same thing we were using before. I'll just use the shovel here, see if I can get a kill. So I want to see what other goodies are on here, kit-wise. Okay. As you can see, this is a lot of fun, but let's see what else. The exact same thing again. Screw it. I want to see something new, game. I want to see... because they've got a lot of, the Germans get a lot of really weird stuff in this. They've got, I know they've got the Flammenfaust, which is a flamethrower, or incendiary version of the Panzerfaust. Okay, so this is a mines kit, and it looks like we have an Italian rifle, a Carcano. It looks like a Carcano carbine of some sort. Alright, let's see what else we get. Because like I said, yeah, you get a little bit of everything with the German stuff. And keep in mind, we're still just using the anti-tank kit variety. Okay? Oh, there it is! Look, it's the other anti-tank pistol. You actually, there is a map where you do get this as a standard, but it is bugged, so... You do actually... Ooh, we got one. Alright. Abram Gott says that's the mountain troop version of the Carnide. No, it said it was an Italian, so I'm pretty sure it's an Italian Carcano. Carabine is what it was. Because it said I at the end, which suggests Italy. So we've got the that cheap VG-1-5 thing here. They are graying this flag, so there is a dude... Oh, here we are. JC asks, what is it called? It is the Faustbaton 42. I think it's what it's called, the Faustbaton 42. There is a map, Kharkov, that does have it, but that map is also buggy and is very crash prone. And in Kharkov Outskirts, it's not randomized, so you're guaranteed to get it as a spawn kit in that. So let's see what SMGs we can get. Guten Taram says, I love how the Russian AI behaves like British officers. Yeah, AI in general in this game is hilariously off. JC says, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. So it looks like we've got a captured Sten. We also have the this game does also have the German version of the Sten as well, with the downwards, with the magazine being loaded downwards rather than to the side. So this match is pretty much over. Ooh, we got a PPSH. Along with an infield revolver. This thing is an absolute beast, especially if you get the 70-some round version. There we go. Alright, so I think that is actually a pretty good stopping point. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. We are going to go ahead and call it now, though. And, yeah, I hope to see you guys again tomorrow for the live stream of Marneus, the fifth and final issue of Marneus Calgar that is coming. I've just read the comic, and oh boy, you guys are in for something there, I can safely say. But in any case, yeah, let's go ahead and exit out of this. And yeah, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Ace out.